what will be the gross and net safe bearing pressure? What will be the gross and net safe bearing pressure? Means gross pressure intensity or net safe bearing pressure. Okay. For sand, it is sand means C equal to 0. Having 536. For 536 means general shear failure. Values of NQ and N gamma has been given to you. 47 and 43. Effective unit weight 18 kilonewton per meter cube. Gamma is equal to 18 kilonewton. Under the following cases, 1 meter wide strip footing, 1/1 square footing. Depth of the footing is 1. First you do for strip footing, next you do for square footing. Take factor of safety as 3. Take factor of safety as 3. Remember, this formula is without water table. This formula is without water table. This is general formula. 2 minutes time I will give you. You do it. First for strip you do QF is equal to C and C plus gamma D and Q plus 0.5 gamma B and gamma. But since it is sand, C equal to 0, first term will become 0. And you calculate QF. You calculate QF. Now, when the second case you take 1/1 square footing, when you take square footing, the formula becomes C and C plus gamma D and Q plus 0.4 gamma B and gamma. So first term becomes 0 and you substitute all the values, you will get the answer. You will get the answer. So this is all about the problems. So you can do it all these problems yourself also. Today I will give you this slide. So now coming to next important topic, that is effect of water table on bearing capacity. Try to understand this topic very well. This is very important topic asked in all the exams. So while deriving the Terzgi's analysis, what we assumed that the water table is far below the foundation level. It means that there is no connection between soil and the water table. Means soil is totally not at all mixing with water. Means soil is totally dry. This was the case we assumed. Not only we, Terzgi assumed this. So he assumed that there is no, what he assumed that there is no water in the soil. Water is far deep. So soil is totally dry, and he derived the Terzgi's equation, that is C and C plus gamma D and Q plus 0.5 gamma B and gamma. But is it true always? Is it possible that always the water is going to be at a deeper depth? No, not at all possible. Most of the times what happens, you will get water in between, either at the ground level, बारिश बहुत हो गई या नदी के किनारे आपका घर है तो ग्राउंड लेवल तक भी आपका पानी हो सकता है. रेयर केस ऑफ कोर्स, इवन इफ इट इज टेम्पररी केस इट इज. बारिश भी होगा तो क्या 24 घंटे बारिश तो 12 महीने तो नहीं गिरते रहती. So it is not possible that at the ground level water table is there, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens that it is in between footing level and ground level. Sometimes it is possible that it is at the footing level. Sometimes it is below the footing level. So at that time, the water bearing capacity will be reduced. क्या होता? Bearing capacity will be reduced. याद रखो, पानी की वजह से soil का bearing capacity कम होता. तो ये कम कैसा होता, कितना होता, हम कैसा निकालना, अलग अलग केसेस के लिए, that we are going to study now. So what is important now is, what is the effect of water table on bearing capacity? What is the effect of water table on bearing capacity? Got it? The thing is, earlier what we derived from Terzgi's analysis, that soil is dry. What we assumed that soil is dry. The water table is far below. And we derived the Terzgi's equation, whatever the equations I told you. But this is not the case. So most of the times what happens, whenever water table is there in contact with soil, and because of this water mixing with the soil, the bearing capacity will be reduced. The bearing capacity will be reduced. So this is the case. So this is effect of water table on bearing capacity. Effect of water table on bearing capacity. So what happens, how the things are going to be changed, that the formula I am going to give you. So what happens when water table is there means now the formula becomes QF is equal to CNC. यहाँ तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा, plus gamma 1 D and QRW1 plus 0.5 gamma 2 B and gamma RW2. So what is the general formula? Basic formula? Basic formula is CNC plus gamma D and Q plus 0.5 gamma B and gamma RW. RW2 नहीं है. So अब उसमें और इसमें क्या क्या फर्क है? यहाँ दो नए टर्म आए, RW1 and RW2 for second term and third term. So what is RW1? RW1 is the reduction factor. RW1 is the reduction factor. RW2 is also the reduction factor. We have to calculate this one. How to calculate, I will tell you. So these two terms will come in second and third. Apart from this, there is, earlier it was gamma only because total dry soil was there. Gamma was common there. But here situation is different. Either the soil is fully saturated or it is partly saturated or it is totally dry. Based on that one, value of gamma will be taken. Based on that one, the value of gamma will be taken. So now the formula changes and the new formula because of water table will becomes like this. QF is equal to CNC plus gamma 1D and QRW1 plus 0.5 gamma 2B and gamma RW2, where RW1 and RW2 are the reduction factors for water table, and how they are calculated, that I will tell you afterwards. Please first you take down this formula. This is the formula for bearing capacity when the soil is in contact with water. When the soil is in contact with water. Please take down this formula. Just a 1 minute time I will give you. Take down this formula and compare this, how it is different from the dry conditions. How it is different from dry conditions. Okay, have taken. So now we shall go how to calculate RW1 and RW2. Entire thing is there, gamma depending on the situation of soil we apply. So what is RW1 and what is RW2? Well, RW1 is the reduction factor to be applied in the second case. RW2 is the second reduction factor to be applied in the third case. Now it may come in your mind, or you may think in other way also, sir, why you are applying reduction factors for second and third cases only, not for this one C and C? Why it is so? ऐसा हो सकता ना, आप बोलेंगे सर RW1 आप सेकंड टर्म को लगा रहे हो, थर्ड टर्म को RW2 लगा रहे, तो फर्स्ट टर्म को आप कुछ भी रिडक्शन क्यों नहीं लगा रहे? यहाँ पर भी तो पानी आया, तो पानी आने के बाद भी, पानी सॉइल के साथ मिक्सअप होने के बाद भी, why you are not applying the reduction factor corrections for first one? Why you are applying for second and only third one? Why you are applying for only second and third one? The thing is, I will tell you, there are three cases. This is Terzi's analysis. First is for cohesion. First, this load is because of cohesion. Second is because of surcharge, gamma into D. And third is because of weight of the zone, that is triangular zone what you will get. This is cohesion and this is what? RW1, and this is, this is because of surcharge and this is because of weight of zone. So remember here term gamma will come, gamma will become. So soil is affected in this term and in this term only. यहाँ पर पानी रहने दो या सूखा रहने दो, cohesion पे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. सरचार्ज चेंज हो जाता, गामा इंटू डी है, देखिए सरचार्ज गामा इंटू डी है, तो अगर से पानी आया तो गामा ज्यादा हो जाता, तो सरचार्ज चेंज हो जाता, तो व्हेन सरचार्ज इज चेंज्ड, so definitely you have to apply here correction factor. So this is the case of weight. So when weight of triangular zone you will take, then also gamma 2 will be there. So here also gamma is there, here also gamma is there, and because of this we take the reduction factor Rw1 and Rw2. It is because of water. It is because of water. Whereas in the first case, just you see, in the first case, just you see that there is no gamma term, there is C term cohesion, और cohesion का और soil water का कोई लेना देना नहीं है, ना ही पानी रहने से cohesion कम होने वाला है ना ज्यादा होने वाला है, इसीलिए हम reduction factor नहीं change करते. But the thing is, when gamma term is there, so reduction factor you have to apply. That is why we have applied Rw1 for the second term and Rw2 for the third term. Rw1 for the second term and Rw2 for the third term. These are the reduction factor for water table. Got it? Now, how to calculate Rw1? How to calculate Rw2? I will tell you. There are different cases for calculating. One general case I will give you. So please carefully देखो. Rw1 कैसा निकालना, Rw2 कैसा निकालना. The formula for Rw1 is 0.5 into 1 plus Zw1 by D. This is the formula. Rw1 0.5 into 1 plus Zw1 by D, and Rw2 is given by 0.5 into 1 plus Zw2 by B, not D. So D is the depth, B is the breadth or diameter. So this is the formula for Rw1 and this is the formula for Rw2. The first is the formula for Rw1, that is 0.5 into 1 plus Zw1 by D, and second is the formula, that is Rw2 is equal to 0.5 into 1 plus Zw2 by B. Zw2 by B. So remember, these values should be less than 1. Suppose if you are getting more than 1, means make it 1 only. Rw1 का वैल्यू आपको कैलकुलेशन के बाद 1 से ज्यादा आ रहा तो 1 ही लो, और 1 से कम आ रहा तो जो आया वो ले लो. Means that the values of Rw1 and Rw2 should not exceed 1. Should not exceed 1. So once again, you remember Rw1 is given by 0.5 into 1 plus Zw1 by D. Rw2 is equal to 0.5 into 1 plus Zw2 by B. Now the question arises, what is Zw1? What is Zw2? The question arises, what is Zw1 and what is Zw2? Zw2 means the depth of water table from ground surface or ground level. याद रखो, Zw1 is equal to depth of water level from ground surface or ground level, whereas Zw2 is depth of water table from foundation or footing level. So देखिए इस फिगर में अब वाटर टेबल यहाँ है समझी, तो ये ग्राउंड लेवल से देखते हम. दिस इज Zw1, दिस इज Zw1. सपोज करो वाटर टेबल आपका यहाँ है, तो यहाँ फुटिंग से जो देखते हुए डेप्थ इसका Zw2. अगर से आपको Zw1 चाहिए तो यहाँ ग्राउंड लेवल से यहाँ तक जो डिस्टेंस है दैट इज Zw1, और फुटिंग के लेवल से, बेस ऑफ द फुटिंग से जो लेवल है it is Zw2. I hope now what is Zw1, what is Zw2 is clear to you. Zw1 is the depth of water table from the ground surface. Zw1 is the depth of water table from the ground surface, whereas Zw2 is the depth of water table from the foundation or footing base. From the foundation or footing base. Now, once you know the Zw1, once you know the Zw2, Rw1 is given by 0.5 into 1 plus Zw1 by D. And remember, this value should be 1 or less than 1. 1 or less than 1. Rw2 is equal to 0.5 into 1 plus ZW2 by B. Okay, now RW1 is equal to 0.5 into 1 plus ZW1 by D. So at ZW1 is equal to 0, RW1 is equal to 0.5. At ZW1 is equal to 0, RW2 is 1. ऐसा कुछ होता है, ये formula है. And at RW2 is equal to, this is the formula, at ZW2 is equal to 0, it is 0.5. It is, sorry, this is not 1, this is D. But at ZW1 is equal to D, RW1 is 1. So these values also, remember, most of the times these values are to be asked in MCQ. Please take down these two formulas and this figure also, rough figure. What is ZW1? What is ZW2? जल्दी उतार लो, 2 मिनट टाइम देता हूं मैं आपको, उतार लो. 2 minutes time I will give you. Please, to draw that figure, you should know what is ZW1, you should know what is ZW2, and what is the formula for RW1, what is the formula for RW2. उतना लिख लो. Or, so what is RW1, what is RW2, what is ZW1, what is ZW2. Remember, this is D. So when ZW1 is 0, you substitute here 0, 0 by anything is 0, 0.5 into 1 is 0.5. Therefore, RW1 is equal to 0.5. But suppose ZW1 is equal to D. If you substitute here D, D by D is 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 into 0.5 is 1. RW1 is equal to 1. And RW2 is given by 0.5 into 1 plus ZW2 by B. So at ZW2 is equal to 0, RW2 is equal to 0.5. And at ZW2 is equal to B, BB get cancels, RW2 is equal to 1. RW2 is equal to 1. And gamma 1 and gamma 2, depending on the situation, I will tell you. I hope now what is the effect of water table on the bearing capacity is very much clear to you, and you know the formula very well now for a new condition, and how to calculate RW1 and how to calculate RW2 are very much clear to you now. How to calculate RW1 and RW2 are very much clear to you now. Followed? So now I will go up one problem in detail, taking all 5 cases of water table. All 5 cases of water table. So this is the question. Please take down the question. और डाटा तो लिख लो या क्वेश्चन ही लिख लो, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, 5 मिनट में, 2 मिनट में हो जाता. लिखो, a strip footing 2 meter wide, a strip footing 2 meter wide carries a load intensity of, a strip footing 2 meter wide, या तो आप स्क्रीन पे देख के लिख लो जल्दी, मैं बोलने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. A strip footing 2 meter wide carries a load of intensity of 400 kilonewton per meter square. Intensity of 400 kilonewton per meter square at a depth of 1.2 meter in sand. First of all, it is sand, means first term is going to be 0, आधा काम हो गया. दूसरा, इसका ब्रेड्थ है, स्ट्रिप फुटिंग है, और स्ट्रिप फुटिंग का ब्रेड्थ है 2 मीटर और डेप्थ है 1.2 मीटर. Breadth is 2 meter and depth is 1.2 meter. The saturated unit weight of sand is 19.5 and unit weight above the water table is 16.8. मतलब saturated weight है 19.5, जबकि water table का जो dry का unit weight है वो 16.8. The shear strength parameters are C equal to 0. As it is sand, C equal to 0 means first term 0 होने वाला है. And phi is equal to 35 degrees. Phi is equal to 35 degrees means it is general shear failure. C is equal to 0 and phi is equal to 35 degrees means it is general shear failure. Determine the factor of safety. ये सब मैं करता हूं. अलग अलग 5 केस है. पहला केस क्या बोलता, एक एक केस करेंगे हम. वाटर टेबल इज एट 4 मीटर बिलो द ग्राउंड लेवल. वाटर टेबल इज 4 meter below the ground level. So this is the first case. Water table is 4 meter below the ground level. This is the first case, case 1. So given data लिखो. For strip footing, the bearing capacity equation is given by. This is general shear failure with effect of water table. The formula becomes C and C plus gamma D and Q RW1 plus 0.5 B gamma N gamma RW2. Take down the formula. लेकिन यहां पर सैंड है तो पहला टर्म क्या हो जाता, 0 हो जाता. तो सिर्फ सेकंड और थर्ड टर्म बचते. तो आपका फॉर्मूला ऐसा हो जाता, एज इट इज सैंड therefore C equal to 0 and the term now becomes, formula now becomes QF is equal to gamma D and QRW1. QF is equal to gamma D and QRW1 plus 0.5 B gamma N gamma RW2. This is the general formula. And for the given phi, NQ is 41.4, N gamma is 42.4. This will also be given to you. For phi, assuming general shear failure, for phi is equal to 35 degrees, NQ is 41.4, N gamma is 42.4. So now substituting these values, first term is already 0. Substituting these values, gamma is whatever the values is, gamma is, I think gamma, we don't know it. RW1, NQ is 41.4, D is 12 and 1.2 into RW1. This is 0.5 into gamma is gamma and N gamma is 42.2, RW2. Like this you write. And if you simplify, you will get QF is equal to 49.68 gamma RW1, 43.3 gamma RW2. This is the formula for QF. Please take down. कुछ doubt है तो पूछो chat box में. Take down. 2 minutes time I will give you. First you write the formula. Substitute all the values. A one by one case we start after this. First you take down whatever the things are there. Write the formula and substitute the values. 2 minutes time I will give you. So now one by one we shall start. This is the formula for you. QF is equal to 49.68 gamma RW1. This will come as in this formula, substituting all values. Substituting all values. First term becomes 0 and substituting the value of D, B, all these things, NC and gamma, we will get this formula. Now the first case is when water table is at 4 meter below ground level. You see here, depth of footing is 1.2, width of footing is 2 meter. Width of footing 2 meter है, तो depth 2 meter से यहाँ से ज्यादा रहा, तो वहां पानी कितना भी रहने दो, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. तो हमको कहां तक डेप्थ कंसीडर करना है, सिर्फ जितना इसका विड्थ है 2 मीटर तक. तो ये तो 4 मीटर है, तो इसीलिए यहाँ पर सारा सॉइल ड्राई है, यहाँ पर पानी नहीं आया, इसीलिए हम रिडक्शन फॉर्मूला नहीं लेना चाहिए. रिडक्शन फॉर्मूला नहीं लेना चाहिए. व्हाट इज ZW? ZW is 4 plus 1.2. Next, ZW is from the ground level. Ground level से कितना है ये? 4 मीटर है. ZW1 is 4 मीटर. फुटिंग से कितना है? फुटिंग से देखिए, फुटिंग तक 1.2 मीटर, फुटिंग से 2.8 मीटर. तो आप अगर से वैल्यूज लेंगे RW1 और RW2 दोनों भी यहां पर 1 आ जाएंगे. और सारा पानी ड्राई है तो गामा 16.8 रहता. तो इसमें सब्स्टिट्यूट करो. गामा इज इक्वल टू 16.8. RW1 is 1, RW2 is also 1, gamma is 16.8, and if you simplify you will get QF is equal to 1546.9 kilonewton per meter square. What you got is 1546.9 kilonewton per meter square. Please numericals जरा लिख के प्रैक्टिस करो. ये नोट्स आपको मिलते, मैं सिर्फ बोले सो आप सुनते गए तो समझ में नहीं आता. मैं जो भी कैलकुलेशन आपको करने के लिए बोलता हूँ फटाक से करो. But allowable load is 400. Therefore, factor of safety is equal to ultimate bearing capacity by allowable Q, that is 1546.9 by 400. So it is 3.87 in the first case. Remember, first case में soil totally dry है और आपका water table बहुत deep है. And in such cases, the QF you will get 1546.9 and factor of safety is 3.87. 3.87. आगा उसके बाद now you go for second case. पहले first case लिख लो please, थोड़ा short में लिख ले के second case करेंगे. लिख लो जल्दी, 1 मिनट टाइम देता हूं मैं आपको.
सर वो डायग्राम वाला पेज दिखाना.
Yes,
ऊपर वाला.
please पूछो.
ऊपर वाला पेज.
How this 400 came? What do you want to know?
No. वो डायग्राम वाला पेज. हेलो.
हाँ हेलो बेटा बोलो. What is problem? Or you write in the chat box otherwise. If you have any problem, write in the chat box if sound is not clear. Yes. Page दिखाओ. Okay. What diagram page चाहिए? So this is the first case. ये diagram वाला page में देखो बेटा. This depth is 1.2 meter, breadth is 2 meter, depth of water table from ground level is 4 meter. एक बात देखिए, एक बात याद रखो, जब आपका विड्थ 2 मीटर है तो यहां से 2 मीटर से ज्यादा पानी रहा तो हमको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. एवरीथिंग इज ड्राई ओनली. हमको फर्क कब पड़ता? अगर से आपका डेप्थ ऑफ फुटिंग यहां से जितना ब्रेड्थ है उतना ही है, तो आपके ब्रेड्थ से ज्यादा है तो यहां हमको फर्क नहीं पड़ता. देखिए ये 2.8 मीटर है ब्रेड्थ से और आपका ब्रेड्थ 2 मीटर है, इसीलिए पानी ज्यादा डीप है तो ये हमको फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ओके, फर्स्ट टू टेक डाउन दिस फिगर, देन आई विल शो द कैलकुलेशंस. तो यहाँ पर ZW1 4 मीटर होता ग्राउंड लेवल से, ZW2 2.8 मीटर होता फुटिंग से. आप कैलकुलेशन करो, RW1 RW2 दोनों 1 से ज्यादा आते. 1 से ज्यादा है तो हम क्या करते, कभी भी 1 लेते. Therefore RW1 is 1, RW2 is 1. And second thing is gamma is totally dry. Please take down this one. After this I will show the next part. कुछ डाउट है तो पूछो, चैट बॉक्स में लिखो. इस कॉन्सेप्ट को अच्छी तरह समझो. ये एक प्रॉब्लम डिटेल में करें ना, कॉन्सेप्ट समझ में आता. यही मेन है, इसके बाद कुछ है नहीं. So you will get RW1 is equal to 1, RW2 is equal to 1. ZW1 मतलब क्या है? ग्राउंड लेवल से डेप्थ कितना है. ZW2 मतलब क्या है? बेस ऑफ फुटिंग से कितना है पानी का लेवल. तो यहाँ पर ये फॉर्मूले में सब्स्टिट्यूट करो आप, RW1 RW2 दोनों 1 आते. Once you get 1, so now you substitute here and you will get the formula. All these things you substitute. I have taken gamma in both the cases as same because it is entirely dry. Because it is entirely dry. and that's why QF is equal to, when you substitute all these things, 1546.9 kilonewton per meter square, and actual footing is equal to actual footing load दिया आपको 400 kilonewton per meter square. Factor of safety is equal to QF by QA. QF is 1546.9 divided by QA is 400. It is 3.87. 3.87. Got it? Second case. Second case क्या बोल रहा हूँ क्वेश्चन में? When water table is 1.2 meter below ground level. So this is the diagram for second case. The first case, right? This is the diagram for second case. Water table is just at the base of the footing. Base of the footing भी 1.2 मीटर है, पानी भी वहीं पर है, मतलब यहाँ फुटिंग के नीचे सारा पानी है, और ये जो पोर्शन है ये ड्राई है. ये फुटिंग के ऊपर जो है ये ग्राउंड लेवल तक सारा ड्राई सॉइल है, लेकिन फुटिंग के नीचे सारा पानी है. तो व्हाट इज RW1, व्हाट इज RW2, that we are going to calculate. पहले आप फिगर बना लो. When water table is just at the base of the footing, you draw the figure. Or you draw the figure. Once you draw the figure, now tell me what is ZW1? ZW means depth of water footing, depth of water table from the ground level. ये ground level है, ground level से कितना है? 1.2 मीटर पे पानी है, तो ZW1 is equal to 1.2. D is also 1.2. 1.2 by 1.2 plus 1 into 0.5. This get cancels. 1 it comes. 1 plus 1 2. 2 into 0.5 1. So this is going to be 1. RW1 is 1. RW1 is 1. RW1 is 1. Once you get RW1 is equal to 1, now next is RW2. What is RW2? RW2 is equal to 0.5 into 1 plus ZW2 by D. What is ZW2? ZW2 is depth of water table from the base of the footing. पानी यहीं पर है, base of the footing भी यहीं पर है, तो उसको कोई डेप्थ है ही नहीं, तो ZW2 is equal to 0. You substitute it, 0 here. So 0 by anything is 0. 1 into 0.5 is 0.5. So in this case, RW, इसके बाद 2-3 मिनट के लिए रुक जाता, हाँ, आप immediate join हो जाओ बाद में. RW1 is 1 and RW2 is 0.5. RW1 is 0.5 into 1 plus ZW1 by D. So it is 1, whereas RW2 is equal to 0.5 into 1 plus ZW2 by D. So 0.5 into 1 plus 0 by 1.2. So 0 by anything is 0. 0.5 into 1 is 0.5. Therefore, RW1 is 1. RW2 is 0.5. RW2 is 0.5. Whether all these things are clear? आप सोचो, उतार लो, लिख लो, और इसके बाद 2 मिनट रेस्ट ले लो. उस रेस्ट के टाइम में सोचो आप RW1 कैसा आया, RW2 कैसा आया, उसके बाद मैं आगे बढ़ता हूं. Please go through this. Have a rest of break of 2 minutes. In fact, not the rest. A break of 2 minutes you take. So immediately after that, we will join. Rejoin and try to understand what is that